something so much that you do anything for it? I know I have. I remember when I was 13 years old, all I wanted was an Xbox 360. Everybody at school was talking about it. They were saying, hey, did you get the new Xbox? Or hey, did you get this Xbox game? I wanted it so bad. That day after school, I went home and I sold everything I could, from old clothes, the video games, the blood, the books. I'm just kidding about the blood. But I really did sell everything I had. I gathered my money and I waited. When the day finally came, I got my money, went to the Xbox store, and I bought myself an Xbox 360. I did all that work, all that saving to buy something that I wanted, something that I loved. Did you know God is compelled by love? God loved us so much that he was compelled to share his one and only Son, Jesus Christ, with the entire world. John 3:16 says it the best, for God so loved the world that he gave his one and only Son, that whoever believes in him shall not perish, but have eternal life. God sent his Son from heaven, a utopia, the most perfect place ever created in the universe, to earth. Not such a perfect place. God knew that some would love him and accept him. But on the other hand, he also knew that some would reject him and crucify him. You may be thinking, why would God ever do that? God knew that in order to give humanity eternal life, he had to give up his Xbox. He had to give up his Son. What God did right there, that was all love. You see, love is a powerful thing. Love touches lives, heals hearts, and sets the captives free. Jesus showed love in all types of ways. In John 8, Jesus saves a woman from being stoned. In Matthew 9, Jesus heals the paralyzed man. And in Matthew 17, Jesus rebukes a demon inside the boy and sets him free. You have to realize he didn't have to do any of these things. But you see, he was compelled. You might be thinking, what does the word compel even mean? If you look at the definition of compelled, it says to force or to submit, to subdue. You know, when I was trying to get my Xbox, I was compelled. I forced myself to sell everything I had to achieve the one goal, the one prize. If you think about it, God did the same thing. In 2 Corinthians 14 through 15, it says, for Christ's love compels us, because we are convinced that one died for all, and therefore all died. And he died for all, that those who live should no longer live for themselves, but for him who died for them and was raised again. Now, some of you are thinking, what in the world did he just say? Don't worry, I'm about to break it down for you. Verse 14, for Christ's love compels us, because we are convinced that one died for all, and therefore all died. What this is saying is, since we know and we believe that Jesus Christ died for everybody from the beginning of time to the end of time, we are compelled by his love. Verse 15, and he died for all, that those who live should no longer live for themselves, but for him who died for them and was raised again. What this is basically saying is, since God died for us and he was raised again, we should no longer live for ourselves or for the world, but for the King of Kings. In one point in my life, I have not lived for the King of Kings. I've strayed away from God and disobeyed him. But while I was doing all these bad things, he loved me. Every day, I'm thankful that God loved me enough to give me a second chance. Even though he knew that I would mess up and stray away, he still loved me. My God. My God is a God of love, hope, peace, second chances. He is the Alpha and the Omega. He is the Lion of Judah. He is El Shaddai. He is Adonai. My God is Jehovah Jireh, Jehovah Rapha, Jehovah Nissi. My God is the strong tower, the Redeemer, the Messiah. My God is compelled by love. Thank you.